struggle to talk about shit when the camera's on.
The camera's
like,
been on.
We just had a fucking
Oh, the
break.
camera's... Shit, I was just wanting to be fucking the hardest motherfucker, and I wasn't.
Lollipop?
What's wrong?
Oh shit, it is loud. Hey, you hit the paper both times.
An hour before that, and he and the guy that I work with had already changed. He was in a fucking like jogger suit.
Look, I'm over there.
Whatever you say, boss. Do you either one use one? These are good.
You ain't even flag? I might. I'm drinking a hooch right.
I got my big old.
After my vacation, I drink a lot of I drink a lot of random shit.
How long are we gonna wait before we start this shit?
It's been started.
Oh fuck! Hey, what's up, everybody? Okay, so before we get started, I just got to tell you guys, I seen a deal that I thought was funny as fuck. Iran identifies. They changed their pronouns. There now was were. I don't give a fuck who you are. That's funny right there. It's fucking hilarious. Was were.
Anyways,
We're starting out with the jokes.
I fucking guess.
That killed me. I was like, that's your best fucking dad joke I've heard all day.
I like the one I had the other day.
What?
Santa Claus and Anne Frank.
Yeah.
You know the difference between Santa Claus and Anne Frank?
I don't remember.
The direction they go out the chimney.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
You know, I will say,
A little
YouTube, you're welcome for my $20 fucking dollars, you cocksuckers.
$20 for
what?
what?
Oh, I was trying to prove a point to my kids because my daughters,
Mhm.
Emily and Hayden, were like, apparently a couple friends of theirs, their kids, they'd started their own podcast from home. They bought them cheap microphones off of fucking.
Oh really?
And so Hayden and Emma was like, we'd like to try that. And I'm like, okay. I was like, well, let me walk you through how it all works. Like,
Right.
I wasn't trying to scare my kids away. I was
Right.
like, I'm going to show you how you do it. I was like, and they're like, well, we want to do like what we do.
Right.
I'm like, okay, well, first off, there's $1,000
Get
on
a
this
job.
table.
Get
Like,
a fucking job.
There's $1,000 on this table besides your elbow. I don't know why you haven't upgraded.
Oh, my
Well,
elbow.
it's because if
No.
you can't
I'm
show-
talking about your elbow,
Oh,
mic,
I was
arm, his arm.
Because
gonna
this
say,
shit,
but,
I've
like-
been trying to get one of these. They are still out of fucking.
They're still out of stock.
Oh, yeah, well, it's because they're good.
Yeah,
But,
they really are.
Fucking Chinese.
So I was like,
bastards
you
make
guys don't
more.
have to have what we have. You can have the
Right.
clip-on microphones.
For
You can
sure.
do whatever. And so what they did was they recorded it to like their iPad or whatever, and then they just uploaded it like that.
Oh, cool.
They didn't do a lot of stuff. Hayden and them didn't, but like their friends did. So I was walking them through it, and they're like, "Well, how come all these people get like tens of thousands of hundreds of thousands of likes?" And I'm like, "I'm going to show you how they do that." I said, "I watched the YouTube video, and this is how they do it. You see this little button where it says promote on your video?" And Hayden's like, "Well, how's that work?" So I went to YouTube. I went to our page, and I clicked on one of our videos, and I said, "You know what? Watch. I'll show you. I'll spend $20 on our video."
Did you really?
Yes, because I wanted more views and more. And
Jesus.
I wanted more views, but it's $20 over 5 days span.
Okay.
So it's not like $20 a day. It's they take that $20, break it up into 5 days, and they say they're gonna give you 500 or 600 views over so many fucking days. We got fucking 7.
7 views
Yes,
for $20.
for $20.
So
So I was like,
that
I was,
settles
I,
it.
I was
Like a
showing
hooker,
like
it just touches the tip of it and then
But,
leaves.
like-
that settles it. $20 is not 20.
it's not $20, but like Hayden was talking about it, and I was like, if you guys wanted to try it, I was like, we have so many
Oh,
extra
yeah.
microphones and shit. I
Look,
said,
there's 2 right there.
I said, I was like, I can bring home shit and kind of just set you guys up with what you need.
How cool would
And
that
Hayden
be?
was like, well, we'll think about it. But like the problem is kids her age, they get that like stage fright nervousness.
Uh-huh.
And I will give the episode of Her Friends I skimmed through, I will give them props because they
Was
did
it pretty cute?
well that. And they did kind of do what Goucher did in the beginning. They each had their iPads and they would talk about stuff and scroll
Had
and do
bullet
things.
points.
No.
And yeah,
Yeah.
They had notes. That's great. That only goes so far. It does, but it doesn't. But
I still think we should have notes sometimes.
I will.
Because we squirrel down
We should.
wormholes.
But like
Squirrel is fun.
the
I mean,
problem
he
is
is.
we don't always have a subject to talk about the whole time.
Right.
It's we talk about something that was a good 20, 30-minute conversation, and then you're like, well, fucking now what?
Kind of like the one we lost
and
all
then
the audio to.
And then it talks about Tom's wiener, and it's just like, it's
Yeah,
just,
the one we lost
it's a
all the
short
audio
subject.
to.
I-
That was a
short
wormhole that.
thanks
oh my
OBS
God.
Studio. And I'm sure people are like, why didn't you use this and this and this and this? Because I don't want to fucking spend $40 a month.
No.
on a software
OBS is
that
free.
does the same thing OBS does, and it's fucking free. It's just when OBS updates, it breaks OBS every
Yeah,
time.
True.
So like, it is what it is. But no, that was one of the things. Is my daughter asked to try it, and that's why she fucking told me she messaged you today.
Yeah.
She was like, I texted Goucher. I said, for what? She goes, because you said I could be on the show, and I'm like, so today is not a very good subject for you to be on.
Right.
And Hayden's like, well, you said I could. I'm like, you can't. I don't care. I was like,
Yeah.
I just have to set up the other microphone.
Yeah, she asked me.
She said, you're going to have to tell Tom to scoot over. I was
She asked me,
like,
she goes, so when
Fine.
when can I be on the podcast?
that's kind of why I kind
And
of
I'm
want to
like,
go back to the couch
whenever
idea.
you want to.
Yeah.
And she goes, well, you need to talk to my dad. I said, no, you need to talk to your dad. I said, because if he says he doesn't care, I honestly don't care at all.
It's just the problem is when I'm okay with it, he's got some weird fucking idea about what we should talk about.
Oh,
and
no,
I'm like,
you just tell me.
I'm like, I don't think that's great for a 14.
No, you just tell me when
Speaking
you
of great
want
for
to
a
do it.
14-year-old, I'm sure people are gonna hate this. I don't give a fuck. Yesterday, we were getting everything loaded up on vacation. I just got back from vacation, but we were loading everything up. I took my Blackstone,
Mhm.
and I was like, Hayden, can you run to the back and grab me a beer? I was like, I don't care what it is, just bring it here. Well, I had to go inside. I had to fucking grab something real quick, and I had Jake come help me. And so Jake, Hayden brought out a Coors Light bottle, and Jake's like, Hayden, open that up and take a drink. And she's like, no. And I was like, so just open it up and take a drink. And she's like, no. Well, Emily's like, and I was like, Emily, we all know you don't have a problem drinking. She's 15, whatever. It's parents' consent. Fuck right off. But that's legal.
Yeah,
by
what
the,
he said.
That's legal, by the way. Used to be. And so Hayden's like, I'm not drinking that. And I was like, so just try it. I mean, just fucking try it. And Jake's like, yeah, pussy, try it. And so she takes a big old gulp and goes, it's not that bad. And and Jake goes, oh fuck. And I was like, oh,
Not
thanks,
good.
Uncle Jake. And she was like, can I have it? I'm like, no, you give that fucking right here. I was like, hell no.
You give that to me.
These are expensive. You don't touch them.
But every dad on this planet has gave their kid that one sip.
Yeah.
Problem is, Uncle Jake said to have that one sip, and it fucked me.
Technically, mine took it without asking.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, he was little. I couldn't figure out where my cup went. He was probably 3. No, really
Okay.
coddling around good. And there went that cup of Fireball and Dr. Pepper to the house. I'm going, nom, nom, nom. It's like, no.
No. He slept
He
really
slept
good
like a
that
fucking
night.
baby,
Yes, he
didn't he?
did.
Like a baby.
Had the shits and threw up the next morning,
Ooh.
just like his daddy.
Got in a fight in the middle of the night with a stuffed animal.
When there, Everett's just fucking Mike Tyson.
He said, I went in there and Teddy Ruxpin was beating his ass.
Anyways,
Leia, let's talk about the
Fucking-
elephant in the room.
major subject at hand. We blew him up. Fuck him.
We put our dick on him. But here's my thing.
But
So-
I found out I don't think anybody died. Because from what I was told, they kind of had a heads up that we were going to do some shit, and the facilities were empty.
I don't know.
Supposedly.
I don't know. I just know there was the 3 last night.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. No one was home.
Well, last night, air quotes, watching it, he said we hit the 3 hardest to hit
Because they were in a bunker. They were
because they were in the bunkers. We used the bunker.
I also
buster
watched the
bombs, which
backstory about
those
that.
are badass. But there's 12 more, and he literally said it plain as day. I mean, they were motherfucking the shit out of him on the way he was talking and this and that, but he was really pretty honest about it. He goes, I didn't want to do this, but you forced my hand. Now we can talk about this and be diplomatic. And we can sit down, or those other 12 can go to shit too.
Do you know they came from Missouri? The bomber came
Yeah,
over
Whiteman
us.
Air Force Base.
Over us.
Dude, that's where they live.
Well, yeah, but I was like,
Whiteman Air Force Base in
but,
Warrensburg,
like, so-
Missouri
so-
is where the
so
stealth
we were
program.
outside, and I was like, where the fuck are they going? I mean, I was just like, where are they going? Because there was only 3 fucking planes,
That's all they need.
and I was like, oh, they're just doing their fucking deal.
Nope.
And then sure as shit, like a few hours later, I'm like, oh. Well, that 5.1 magnitude earthquake wasn't an earthquake.
Yeah, one of the guys.
He said, hello, motherfucker. Hello, motherfucker.
No, so one of the guys I went to school
What do you
with
think they
was
wrote
in the
on the
stealth
bombs?
program.
Well, like
Eat
like,
shit.
Because, like, you know how they, like, color on them and shit, whatever they do?
Ka-chow. Lightning McQueen.
My mom says hi. Fucking, like,
Yeah, were.
oh.
Non-binary.
I pulled the Tom, I hit it. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the second bomb was called was binary or
Oh,
non-binary.
Non-binary. Oh.
Because anything that was left didn't really
What
have a...
jets did they send?
They sent a B-2
Two
bomber.
B-2 bombers.
No, there was more than that. There was a B-2 bomber escorted by 2 F-22s.
Warthogs?
Yeah. And then they sent...
Sent the special
so,
kids to make
yeah.
sure the big guy
Basically,
got
they sent like... So each thing was hit at the same time.
Yeah, simultaneously.
So it was like... But then the third one was not the same. They dropped a fuck ton of missiles on that one.
Yeah.
And it was... I think it was like a Warthog or some shit. Fucking dropped all that bullshit.
Them Warthogs are bad sons of bitches.
But the B-2 bombers were the only two that could carry the bunker bomb. That
You think they did that right before the bomb hit? That
I mean, probably.
no, you did that. It's like the They're
I
like,
just
"Oh,
find it kind of a fucking
fuck."
coincidence, and this is just me.
Hmm.
From what I've seen on the internet, Russia backs them. They think they should have a nuclear bomb. They do that.
Yeah, but they should.
But it's just a fucking coincidence, and it's also Russia's scientists working in those facilities
for sure.
that was a heavily airspace traffic. Like, they could have blown our shit up.
Yeah.
But right before, like hours, the night before, Russia pulled all their shit out that was protecting it and made this fucking lane into it. And we went right in said lane. And then right after we blew them up, who'd Trump call? I'm going to call old Vladimir Putin and go, hey, guess what? I blew your shit up. I mean, like...
He called him beforehand. Here's the deal, motherfucker.
No, he didn't. He actually...
Your shit.
He had to. There had to be some sort of information given because
Well, and he
technically,
said,
if they'd have left all that anti-aircraft in there, they would have shot at least at our fighter jets. I think those B-2 bombers are still undetectable.
the stealth,
the stealth.
Yeah.
stealth saying, yeah.
But the shit escorting them is still detectable.
Okay,
but I
see,
mean,
Maybe.
in my mind, I heard about all the shit, and I was like, I'm thinking, all I can picture is you got the Warthogs up there, and you got the old B-29, World War II coming in. Grandpa, y'all ever hear of fucking Hiroshima?
I seen a video.
Anybody ever seen a mushroom?
So
Wait
have you
till
ever
see
seen
this cloud?
Have you guys seen that guy on TikTok? He talks as a map. Like, he's at
Yeah.
the United States, and there was fucking one where Iran was like, "Oh, so
My boats.
well, yeah." He was like, "So we're gonna fucking send a bunch of drones," and they're like, "Well, just shoot your drones down." He's like, "I'll send more drones." He's like, "We'll just shoot them with lasers," and he was like, "I'll just fucking attack your boats." And it popped in Japan, going, "Don't fuck with their boats." And in the United States, like, yeah, ask him what fucking happened last time they fucked with our boats.
Yeah.
Our boats.
We fucking took
Don't
out
fuck with
half
their
of your
boats.
fucking country.
We officially killed everything in the area.
That's just the thing is, like, I don't think people understand. Like, we can literally level your entire country and turn around and go home and eat dinner.
The only thing,
Yeah.
the only thing about this whole deal that kind of keeps me on edge, and does give me a little bit of cause to worry, is if the whole sleeper cell shit's real. If there really was,
Here comes the Sean Ryan in him.
I'm telling you, if there was really motherfuckers that come across that border and they've been sitting and waiting. And
Okay, but where are they going to be? Humongous
Let's-
city.
Yeah, but it's
No,
still gonna
so
affect
so
us
supposedly
eventually.
there's 1,000 of them. There's 1,000 of them in a country full of millions of people,
Yeah, but that no. There's way more than that.
billions of people, whatever.
No, I'm talking way more.
Well, that's
than
what
1,000.
Iran has said.
Now,
We
there
have
was
sent over
there's
1,000
more than
people.
1,000 people, but there's 1,000 sleeper cell.
Yeah,
Sleeping whales
sleeper
is
cell.
what they were
Fucking talking
saying.
like
and
me
and,
already.
and each sleeper cell has tons of people in it. Like Sarah Adams, that was on Sean Ryan.
Yeah,
speaking
there
of
it
which,
is. I watched the episode
she
just to see
she
it.
said there was thousands of sleeper cells across the world, not just in the United States. And then they busted that dude on the border coming in. Couldn't figure out who he was. He even made the statement. He said, "You don't know me, but you will." And then later on, they found out he
Iran
was
said that
one.
same
He
shit.
was one of the leaders, one of the higher ups in Al Qaeda. So, that's saying
Yeah,
you
but
don't know
my-
me, but you will. And then
Here's
if
my
there's
thing.
sleeper cells, all I'm saying is it's never been a better time in the fucking world than it is to be a redneck owned guns.
Here's my thing. Okay, let's just go back and look. How has that worked out for other countries who have came here and fucked shit up? What do we do to their country?
They find out. They fuck around. And leak.
So they,
Coming
well,
for
no,
you.
like, so they literally came here,
Sure do
and
have
I
a pretty
understand
mouth.
they took out the fucking, like, they took out the World Trade Center. We annihilated Afghanistan, finding one fucking guy.
Let me try one of those.
Yeah,
It looks really appealing
Yeah.
from over there with all the sweat on the can.
But like, and then Iraq.
I'll help if you hand it to
Oh,
me.
but
yeah,
then like
shit.
Iraq,
Ooh, they're cold.
they fucked around and found out there, and we took. I mean,
It only took us 20 years.
it took us 20 years because we didn't have the
And
right fucking people
Thousands
taking
of
care
people
of it.
dying, but
I'm just saying, what I like about Trump more than the others, I didn't even know Obama really did this shit. They just bomb shit. They're just like, we don't need to put boots on the ground. We have all these bombs.
So I watched a deal too that went
We
back.
can fly over and go, I gotta poop, and then fucking like.
we done spent the lots of monies. We just
That's
talking
what-
shit.
that cost
That's
lots
what
of
I
money.
would do. That's what I would do. As if it was me and I was riding and said B2 bomber, when they open that hatch to drop, I'm
Take
taking a shit. So some random civilians just walking and just,
Splat.
I mean,
Pre-flight dump.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited.
I watched a deal the other day too, and so I've been so focused on this whole Taiwan China thing because that's where all the Sean Ryan episodes have been going, talking about how China's still trying to get into Taiwan and all the bullshit going on there and how they're trying to effectively secure their borders and everything. That I ain't really been paying much attention to the Israel-Iran thing. So then when this all came out, I'm like, oh shit. Like that escalated fucking quick.
Do you want one too?
No, I'm good. I'm just trying to figure out who in the fuck is mouth breathing the shit out of the mic.
Oh, it ain't me.
Not me.
But yeah, that this shit escalated way quicker than I thought it was going to. But at the end of the day,
By the way, they can't hear that. on
Yeah,
the
I
thing.
know.
yeah, I
But
noticed
we
that.
can hear it.
At the end of the day, though, I'm really fucking glad that Trump did what he did, because if you look back when Obama was in office, Obama clearly said, and I just watched a clip of it the other day, Obama said Iran does not need nuclear power.
And why
They
is
do
that?
not need a nuclear
And
program.
why does Iran do not need?
Because they're fucking nuts.
And Obama's
no,
husband told
so
himself.
that country.
Well, yeah, but I'm
Iran,
saying even Obama said it back then.
Iran,
And so
the,
now everybody's like, oh, well, Trump just bombed him. Fucking ain't right, he did.
Iran, the country, is funded by
By-
terrorists.
Yeah.
They fund that country to make it to where they live.
Let's be honest.
So
We
if
fucking
you're gonna-
fund them terrorists.
Well, no, I
Oh,
understand
yeah.
that part.
Jesus.
If you fund a country to help have a nuclear bomb, what do you think a terrorist organization is going to do? Fuck the U.S. Click.
Invite you to Christmas.
yeah.
I'd go.
Yeah, they're going to cook
I
the
mean, I'd
turkey
go.
before you get there, though. And the house, and the car,
Right?
and the dog.
But that's
Ooh.
so. That's like this morning. I was
That's
sitting
what
there.
pisses me off. They fucking try to cook my dog. I'll kill somebody.
So like that's like this morning. I was sitting there.
That's my frisbee playing partner.
Out on the back patio. I was sitting there with my stepmom. Doesn't keep up with this shit at all, and she's like, "So what happens if they try to like bomb us back?" I said, "Kenny, they can't." And she's like,
on the contrary, they can send one.
and she's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "If they launch shit over here," I said, "It's never gonna make it to here."
No, but the problem is then we launch all of ours.
And she's like, "Well, then, yeah."
Like,
and,
have
and
you
I,
seen
and-
that the
yeah.
the
Oh, yeah.
nuclear war a scenario, the book?
No. She wasn't talking about nukes. She was just
Oh.
saying like if they try to bomb us back. I
Oh.
said they're not gonna be able to.
No, back there in Desert
I
Storm,
said
they tried
if-
to shoot them over here, and we were kicking them off like fucking wildfire.
I was like, if they send a group of airplanes here, they will make it across half the fucking ocean before
And
we're
we'll
asking
wipe
what
our
the fuck
ass
are you
with them.
doing?
yeah.
And if they don't respond, they're probably gonna be dead in 5 miles. And she's like, really? And I was like, and the problem is they won't know where they died from. There'll be a ship somewhere that just blew them up without them even knowing it.
With
And she was like, so
laser beams.
and so she's like,
I want to hump the laser.
and she's like, so are you saying that we are that protected? I was like, from that shit, yes.
Yeah.
It's what they send in through the border.
Oh yeah, it's
That's
internal.
what
What's
we're
gonna
fuck-
get us.
yeah.
It's the shit that's already here that we need to
Yeah.
focus and worry about.
But you can't find it.
The
though.
external shit, we don't have to worry
Like
about.
that's the thing is, we're so distracted with riots. This is like the Boston Marathon. This is like all the other
Yeah,
shit. We were
yeah.
distracted looking left and something blows up from the right.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
You're just like when you was a kid. Your dad's going, watch my hand, smack. You're
Yeah.
like, what the fuck? I was watching your hand.
yeah. It's basically magic. They're distracting you with this hand to do the trick with this
And
hand.
tickling your balls with this one.
Well, I mean,
I mean,
that's one hell of a magician.
I just like the way they distract my mind when they're too.
They just send them out. They'll show up. It'd be fine. We'll call out the old Shell City militia over there.
Oh Jesus!
But
The covenant, the sword, and the arm of the
it
Lord.
just cracks me. I'm not saying this because I know the numbers, but
That's
I'm
gotta
pretty
confuse
fucking
people.
sure.
Yeah.
I'm pretty fucking sure the United States people as a whole have more ammunition and guns than most countries' militias.
I got to be totally honest.
What was that
Wh-
Japanese general ever said they could never attack the U.S. because behind every blade of grass would be a gun?
Well, he said their military does not scare me. He goes, but their country scares me. And he's like, why? He goes, because everybody on that continent owns a gun. He said it's the unmilitarized army that they have that we could not figure out a strategic way to get in there without dying.
Well, let's be real honest. By the time they come
you
in, when
imagine-
it comes to all of us, the Geneva Convention is it's a thought.
It's a thought.
We're not going to go by
It's a
it.
suggestion.
Yeah,
Because I'm
okay.
here to tell you right now, when it comes to fighting, there are no fucking rules.
So
And if you come to my house, I will
hold
show
on.
you.
So he said that you've probably seen it. I don't know if you have.
What?
It reminds me of Goucher.
Pornhub? Never
No,
seen it.
He's sitting out on his patio. It's like 5:30 in the morning, right? He's smoking that Marlboro Light.
No, they're too expensive. I do
Well,
it
he's-
24/7.
Okay, he's smoking his 24/7, right? He's in his fucking tidy whities, drinking his coffee.
Bush Light.
That episode of Family Guy. Peter Griffin's got that
Oh,
bolt action.
yeah.
And there's a fucking whole
He
fucking
shoots
herd of fucking like Chinese men walking through that field across the street, and he just shoots two of them and goes, "Ugh," and fucking stretch it with the rifle and goes, "God, it's a good day," and then
That's
leave.
me.
They're just dead across the street.
Yep,
And
that's
he's
me.
just like breakfast.
I mean,
That's
the
the
only
thing
difference
is you couldn't come here and fuck around because you're definitely
you're
gonna find out.
And the difference between me now and me then, if that was to come to fruition, me now, I go out and sit on that bench on the front porch and drink coffee and smoke a cigarette. If that was to happen, I'd go out and sit on the shooting bench and drink my coffee and target practice.
But if you didn't notice it, you like you just see 3 or 4 like militarized Asians
no,
walk
I'll
across.
be like, hey, what's up, fellas? Want some breakfast? How about some copper?
Yeah, like I think I would just shoot first, ask questions later.
We are just here to check at the corn.
I'd be like, bud, that's a bean field. Just shoot him.
Shit.
Speaking of which, now that you just shit. Speaking of which, now that he just talked like hot sing, did you see? Oh, very interesting.
It'd be okay.
Oh, overseas.
Very, very nice.
Did you see
Hey,
the
fried rice, you prick.
fried rice? He said, "You go now. You be here 4 hours. You eat no more. This a buffet,
You're like,
not a
motherfucker,
fucking
this isn't a
apartment."
buffet. This is a goddamn bean field. Get the fuck out of here.
No, I've had him tell me that before.
Oh,
This a
yeah.
buffet, not apartment. You leave. You be here 4 hours.
You're like, it's
I mean,
all
it's
you
not
can
my
eat.
fault. They got a fucking TV with good shit playing, and I can just go up and get food anytime I want.
I know that's
They
what
didn't
fucking
say there was a
gets me.
time
Welcome
limit.
to
Every
that
time,
dog.
every time I'm on the fucking road and I go,
German Shepherd.
every time I'm on the road and I find a good restaurant and they got the TVs fucking playing good shit, I don't ever want to leave.
No,
I'll sit there and drink and eat till I fucking
I
gorge
didn't have
myself.
to cook this food.
Yeah.
I don't have to pay for that Dish Network. Fucking hanging out because that lady just
And
said
the
free
fact that-
refills.
And the fucking fact that your bartender walked up and handed me a remote for said TV, I'm not gonna leave.
Do
I
you
live
know-
here now.
I always look at them waitresses and I'm like, do you know how much a 12-pack of pop is? You said free refills? Getting my fucking money's worth.
Yeah.
I'm chugging that shit.
That's
Fast, free
$7.
refills. You can't get no free beer refill.
No, I know. But I mean,
I will say, speaking of free refills, so we were at Whitewater.
that ain't free refills, is it?
Hold on,
Unless you buy the souvenir cup.
but just listen to this.
Okay.
The souvenir cup you can bring back however many times you want to. It's $22
For
for
the year.
unlimited drinks. $22.
What they don't tell you is they change the fucking cup every month.
No, they don't.
Really?
It guarantees you for the year $22 for free refills.
So you're saying if we go back to Branson, I'm taking your cup?
I didn't buy one.
Oh, what the fuck? Why not?
He fucking cheap.
He said, I got a fucking 9 kid. I can't afford $22.
I will say-
on a
If I
fucking
one cup,
I will
want
say,
a
hey,
little sip.
I
one
will
cup
say,
with 14 straws.
if
You all
anybody-
drink that same cup,
If
goddamn.
anybody is like me and has that many kids.
A fucking
The
cheerleading squad?
Best fucking place to go fucking eat was Golden Corral.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah.
$145.
With the it cost you
No, okay.
$145?
Well, because we went on a Saturday.
That's a fucking truck payment.
But see, we went on a Saturday, so there is no lunch special.
So they had steak and shrimp.
It was that, and it's fucking like you
And
have
the
to pay
chocolate
for.
Wonderfall.
Yeah, you gotta pay $20 per. So it's
Remember that
it's
shit?
$20 for the adults and the bigger kids, and it goes. They fucking break it down.
I will say those
But they
They all
motherfuckers.
sit.
An hour and a half later, them kids were fucking gorged.
Hey, I will say those motherfuckers.
But dude, I couldn't go to El Charro's for that.
Oh no.
Those motherfuckers at Golden Corral,
Oh.
they look at you weird.
Only when I walk
When
in.
they had the chocolate Wonderfall, and you could take the fruit
Well,
and
you're
like
not
put it
supposed
under
to
it.
put your mouth under it and drink.
Nobody fucking told me that. They also didn't
I
tell
don't
me
give
that
a
I
fuck.
couldn't take
I don't
a
want to hear
cup.
your fucking shit because
I took a cup and
at
went,
my wedding we're having a nacho cheese fountain
oh, fucking fondue cheese.
for the taco bar.
Yeah.
Taco bar. We're having a cheese fountain.
If I get
That's
drunk,
that's
hey,
all I asked for was a cheese fountain. And
if
she
I
said
get
fine.
if I get drunk and naked and I look yellow, it's because I went rolled in the cheese.
Everett will kick your ass.
Oh,
'cause
my
he
God.
loves nachos.
Well, I'm just
But they
saying,
nacho.
She said, "Babe, do you want anything specific?" And I said, "What are we doing?" And she said, "I think we're just gonna do a big taco bar, like a big taco bar."
I fucking love that.
And I was like, "Okay." And I was like, on one condition. And she said, "What?" I said, "I want a fucking cheese fountain."
You know why I like?
And she goes, "Really?" And I said, "Mm-hmm."
You know
Yeah,
why
she
I
goes,
like the
"Okay,
nacho
fine."
bar? Because the groom and the bride and all the other people in the wedding get to eat first. We're fucking that shit up before anybody touches it.
Yeah, but yeah, we're having.
I'm gonna have my hand in your back pocket, going, "Good, just fucking push your way through. We're taking it all." All these people sitting at the tables going, "I thought we were gonna get tacos." Yeah, you fuckers ain't getting nothing. There ain't nothing left. So I'm not sure how I feel about this whole Iran thing, but see, look, it's even talking about Obama. Obama brought this shit up a long time ago. Trump's the only
You
one that
can't
had the
say it on
balls to put.
screen, It's fine.
Trump's the only one that had the balls to put his dick on him.
Because he doesn't care.
Honestly, it's because he doesn't care, but he does care. If that makes
Well,
sense,
He
gives
cares
it-
about the country. He didn't give two fucks about
Yes.
Abed over in his
Yes.
fucking cave.
And last night it kind of pissed me off because one
Habib, whoever.
of these guys was talking and he kept saying Trump was supposed to armed suspect who opened fire. What the hell? This says church security guard kills armed suspect who opened fire on congregation. Right on.
Somebody didn't let him make change in the offering plate.
I'm telling you, our church.
Just trying to take
our
change.
church-
I'm just trying to get
Our
change
church
for
has a
20.
security system.
No, I mean making change in the offering plate. Is that bad or no?
I mean, not if you've only got a 50 and you don't want to give them the whole 50. I mean, like, look, I want to do my part, but shit, I got to take these kids to dinner.
God's got a
after
lot
church.
of churches.
He does. He does. And it said for me to put whatever was on my heart in the plate. And my heart only wanted to put 20 and all I got's 50. So give me 30 back and we'll call it good. I mean, I don't think that's too much to ask.
What if it's on your heart that you're broke and you? Nah, you can't.
Did
do that.
anybody notice the look on J.D. Vance's face last night while Trump was talking?
I couldn't.
Didn't watch it.
I didn't
He
understand.
looked madder than a motherfucker. He's
Like,
standing
why
back
did he
there.
just stare? He just
Oh,
stared.
Had a
like,
fucking RBF from hell.
It looked like someone just fucking shot his dog.
Yeah, and he was staring past Trump, like off to the side. But the whole time, he's got this look on his face like, when we get out of church, I'm beating your ass when we get to the car type deal. Like, you little son, there was
like,
that
for
look that your
what,
dad
though?
give you.
Like, I
You
don't
little
know
son
why.
bitch, I'm told you to shut up. Now we're just going to do it when we get out of church. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was with that, but he looked pretty pissed off.
See, this is what gets me right here. I've seen multiple people say this about this whole scenario. No military in the world has the training skills and the equipment to do what these guys did last night.
No, that's sure.
No other country has the bomb we had to go blow that motherfucker up.
or the
underground.
testicles to do said bomb on that.
Oh, I think they could have probably sent some fucking people they did like in Japan to just go drive their plane into the ground, but it wasn't going to go far enough.
No, them bunker busters
even-
are bad bitches, man.
But like
What
this,
fuck did they-
but like this morning.
kamikaze, we yelled Kawasaki or something on
Yeah.
the way down.
Banzai!
But like I sat there this
Bonsai!
morning and drank coffee with Candy, and I was watching YouTube, and multiple fucking leaders of countries said we couldn't do that.
Right.
We couldn't do that. So it all came down to: are we gonna fucking take care of it for everybody else and just stop it.
Well, yeah, we're expected to pay for everything. We're
Yeah,
expected to
no
pay
shit.
for everything.
Like, that's the
And
thing,
we're
like-
expected to be the big brother for everybody.
But like, here's the
Then
thing:
when
is,
he
like,
starts talking about tariffs, we can't do that. Oh, we don't want to pay you for it.
We're
like,
just
we-
we're stepdad with the better job. That way we got to pay.
But
for
we
all
don't
the
get
kids'
credit.
bullshit.
But we don't get the credit.
Yeah.
You still have your
ABC's
own
Jonathan
dad,
and Carl
but we're the
last night.
stepdad that does
Yeah.
all the bullshit that doesn't get the credit for it,
Mhm.
for sure.
okay, hold on.
That's why it kind of
Your daddy's still looking for the milk he never could find.
fucking A. Yeah, and that's why it kind of pissed me off when
I
they were
know the
talking about
president
some of
and
that
I
shit
both
because I'm
are
like, you know what?
very proud of him.
You're mad because he's doing what he said he would do, but in the same breath, you're mad because he's doing what he said he would do.
Yeah.
So
And
what's
and
this
last
mean?
night they kept saying he didn't go through the proper channels. He did exactly. They had that.
Everyone in Congress is
Marine
bad
Corps-
because he
that
didn't
Marine Corps
fucking
general?
go through the House and the Senate. He doesn't have to.
Yeah, but that Marine Corps general last night said exactly what he said. He did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah.
He got the important guys, the ones that really fucking mattered, in a conference and said, "Look, this is what needs
Elon?
to, yeah, right." He said, "This is what needs
Hey,
to be
did you know they're
done."
making up now?
Are you okay
I've
with?
seen
they
that.
are.
I've
Yeah.
seen that.
Yeah, it's just because Elon got butt hurt and told him that Trump was on the Diddy files or the not Diddy, what's his fucking- Epstein files. Just
And
as a fucking slap in the face.
And he wasn't even there.
no.
So here's what I'm reading. So it says the president's been very clear about this and thanks to bravery, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Vance was hesitant to disclose too much sensitive information about the mission, which reportedly involved 125 aircraft.
Oh shit.
ABC's Jonathan Carl asked the vice president, "Can you say definitely that Iran's nuclear program has been destroyed? I don't want to get into sensitive intelligence here, but we know that we set the nuclear program back a substantially so they didn't destroy it.
No, they didn't destroy
They
it.
said, look,
They took out the three biggest ones.
yeah,
They knocked the front tires off the bus. Now they got to pay to have the whole front end rebuilt.
Yeah, for sure.
yeah, but they
That
got
was-
fucking Russia back in that.
That was
shit,
that
though.
was a jab that we threw.
But here's my thing.
We threw a
like,
jab and said, "Look, if you want the hook, motherfucker, we'll give it to you."
But here's
right
my
now, we're
thing.
just gonna dot your
So
eye.
I was sitting at home before my lady, and basically I seen something. I don't know if it's true. It said something about Russia is backing Iran on this, saying they should have nuclear wars. They should have nuclear bombs.
And how smart is
And-
Russia?
But hold on. But they're willing to back Iran in this Israel war since we are backing Israel. And I'm like, we're not backing anybody. But like,
Yeah, we kind of are.
how the fuck does Russia have that many fucking soldiers when they can't even end the fucking Ukraine war and they're basically losing that bitch? Like, how are you going to be like, we're going to go here next? How? You just
True.
popping out super soldiers left and fucking right? I mean, like,
I don't know. I think a lot of this shit is distraction.
yeah,
a
that's my
lot of
thing.
this
Is
shit
like,
is a distraction from the true problem.
and what is that?
I don't know that. And that's what scares the fuck out of me. I don't know what the true issue is going on. I know war is a moneymaker. And anytime there's war, countries thrive.
My thing is, I'm not ready for the price of
Economically.
fucking gas to go up.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God, I know.
You wanna know what's bullshit? I filled Ashley's car up yesterday. Listen to this shit. Filled up yesterday in Branson, and my car, $2.98 a gallon. Not terrible. Not terrible.
No, it's about
Okay.
normal.
Made it to fucking Nevada, $2.74.
Ooh, you got kicked in the dick.
I said,
I should have just put enough in to get here.
I saw beginning of the week it was like $2.88 a gallon. I filled the bike up yesterday.
Oh.
$2.98 again.
$27.
No, it was like 3 something. Only need a gallon.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, what the fuck you
Yeah.
bitching about? Jesus Christ!
I
It's
don't
like
even-
filling up
It
my
only
dad's.
gets like
that's like-
54 miles a gallon.
That's like filling my dad's mower. I go inside. I'm like, here, I just need to prepay with this tenant. She's like, are you going to use all of it? I'm like, no. And I go outside. It takes $2.14. And she's like, and I'm like, well, bitch, I'm sorry.
I
How
told you I
do,
wasn't
man?
gonna do it all. And I don't have my card on me. You're taking cash. You can fuck
Well, the
off.
problem with 6th Street fucking gas station is their fucking card readers don't fucking work. So you got to go in and prepay it.
No, you know the problem with most of these gas stations now is this
Communism.
fucking self-service shit. Communism. It's communism the whole way.
Right?
If I wanted to check myself out, I'd apply and get a fucking job.
I do it in the mirror every day.
What?
Check
your-
myself out.
Oh yeah, I do too. But I mean, I'm talking like pay for my own shit.
I don't want
Okay,
I
so
think
is
if you have
anybody
to
else
go to
worried-
self-checkout, honestly,
Here's-
I think there should be an aisle in every store that has self-checkout. And if you're going to do the self-checkout, you should get a free item off that fucking aisle.
Okay, well, while
That's
you two
your
argue
payment.
about that, I'm going to take a piss.
Okay.
And then when I come back, we're going to talk about this whole how do you feel about the bombings of Israel? Because that's in the Bible.
I mean, I feel like Honestly, you shouldn't have brought that up because I have a very strong opinion on that.
Why'd you lock yourself in? Leave your pants on, Cody. We don't want to see it.
Jesus, put your dick away.
Jesus.
Go to the bathroom. It's right down the hall.
It's like a tiny Sharpie. What the?
It was kind of black too, wasn't
A
it?
little bit.
What the hell?
You've been beating that thing way too much here.
Yeah, sunburnt and a beat dick. Yeah, I just don't know how I feel about this whole self-checkout shit.
I don't even go in. The only time I go into the gas station is when I come out here and I go in there and I get me a little bit of a drink. That's about it.
No,
Ooh, or go Union Station because they got bomb-ass sausage rolls in the morning.
Union Station. Oh, in Uniontown?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Ron's. Mhm.
Fuck, that ain't Ron's no more.
I
It's
know.
Union Station.
Oh, okay.
But it's
Yeah, they
still
do.
just as good.
They have them zingers or whatever.
No.
No?
They use just a little chunk of sausage they wrap up. Like,
Pizza dough?
no, I think it's like croissant roll.
Really?
Something like that. It's fucking good. Put it on top of your head, tongue beat your brains out trying to get to it. It is fucking tasty. I make sure I have cash there. That way the wife don't know I'm cheating on my diet.
Yeah. Speaking of which, what are you down now? Do you know?
I can tell you real quick.
Yeah,
I started fluctuating.
You're looking good, and you're in jeans that you ain't been in how long?
10 years.
That's fucking amazing.
Uh,
Because I've kind of plateaued. I think I'm down a total of like 65 pounds.
right at 140 pounds down.
No shit. Fucking A, that's amazing.
And I'll fluctuate 3 or 4 pounds.
Yeah. That's what
Yeah.
me. I gain it throughout the weekend because of being tired of no eating good. I eat good all week, and then weekend comes around, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna eat some shit, and I eat half a fucking pizza.
I feel like I did.
Well, then I get up Monday morning, and I'm like, damn it, I ate half a pizza, because now I got to be good the rest of the week to get that shit back off.
See, I fucked up yesterday. I ate, I think, Friday morning,
Mm-hmm.
somewhere in there.
You
It-
you ate the whole Friday morning.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Now I was in the tractor mowing. I had my little lunch deal that I had eaten by like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't eat nothing until yesterday evening.
No shit.
Well, by the time I got home from the bike show and everything, I felt my blood sugar bottoming out, and I go kneel down to do anything to get stuff picked up and
lightheaded.
stand up and thunk. Oh yeah.
So how did the bike show thing go?
It went good. I bet they had a couple dozen bikes there.
That's cool.
It went real good.
I was gonna
Well,
go
first
do.
year.
I was gonna go do it, but you know me, I get something in my head, it's gonna happen. And I got that weed
I
killer,
wasn't even talking
and
about that.
I got the Toradon for the stumps, and I was like, even Amber said, you really just need to go to the house, don't you? I was like, yeah, right now. So I went to Tractor Supply, bought all my chemicals, come home, dude. You talk about pissed off. I got everything, all the Toradon done on the stumps, got my weed killer all mixed up, went to start spraying, and
What's good? Fuck.
and got nothing out of it. Push the button, and I'm like, what the hell? So I thought maybe I didn't have it pumped up enough. So I pumped it up. I pumped it up a little bit more,
Where was that at?
pulled the
it's up
trigger,
here.
and
It's up
halfway down the wand on the
I didn't even
Hudson
wanna
sprayer,
watch that
it started
video.
shooting out the side. The damn wand had been
Wait,
smashed.
can I?
So I had to go buy a new Hudson sprayer. So then I was really chomping at the bit. I got it all put together, and I'm like, this shit's happening tonight. So I came home yesterday. I got here about 5:30, and from 5:30 till dark, like I had a total nerd moment. Sprayed all the weeds, went out and sprayed the food plot, took my hedge trimmer and trimmed up some limbs and stuff, and I was like, wonder if I could get the yard mowed before anybody gets here. And Dylan come out and he's like, what are you doing, Dad? I said, I think I'm going to mow the yard. So right before sundown, I finished up. Got the yard mowed, so I didn't have to fuck with it today.
I ended up doing some redneck carpentry work yesterday.
I saw you cut, what was that, plexiglass with a skill saw? Or a
Chainsaw.
chainsaw, I mean? I seen the chainsaw shut off in the Snapchat, and I thought, what the fuck? And then you picked up this clear thing, and I'm like, he did not just cut plexiglass with a chainsaw.
Yes, I did.
That's
For
fucking-
what?
Put in a
I put in window AC on the back
Oh, I see.
porch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but cut plexiglass with a chainsaw. I
that
didn't even
didn't
know
go
that was a
as
possible
well
thing.
as planned. I mean, the wind, it's in. Everything's good. It's good for that. But I got them windows that open sideways. So, well, I can take this glass and screen out of this one, go measure my window unit. It's like 15 inches in this opening. Well, of course, that's like 19 and a half. Okay, I'm looking at it. Well, I think they're about the same width as height. They're not. They're a half-inch difference. So I'm sitting there debating on what I'm going to do. Well, I'd take this side window that's permanent. There's 2 screws, one top and bottom that I can't get to, and I'm going to get them out. And I'm going to take this window out sideways, and I can put it up top ways. And let's just say I broke the window.
You did?
Yeah. So
Saying like, well, fuck it. I guess I'm putting in a window unit in there.
The slide
And the
piece
whole hole.
of it. The window unit was going in regardless.
No, but I mean the whole hole. Then there wasn't.
I
There's not.
fixed.
You did.
Yeah, the window piece that slides, you can turn it sideways and it fits right up in there, and then you get it in place and screw it in place.
So what you're saying is the window unit's not ever coming out.
It's permanent fixture. How much
Hell
duct
yeah.
tape did you use?
None.
How
Are you
much
serious?
silicone did you use?
None.
So what did you?
I got this clear tape. It's really good. And I minimum, I had maybe 1/8 gap in one spot.
So it looks professional.
It looks redneck.
Here's
I mean, if it looks stupid but it works, it's not stupid.
the deal. I noticed in the Snapchat when you showed it finished, you were standing quite a ways away. That's why I was like, That's why I was like, he didn't give me a close up. I wonder how fucked up that is. I can't wait to see it.
The only thing I had to do was put a support across the window so that it wasn't just pulling against that glass.
Right.
So I had like almost like a 1x6.
Yeah.
I cut that to fit, put in there, and just screw her into the framework.
How nice was that back porch with that sumbitch running?
It was nice.
You got little icicles hanging off of shit, and you're back
know,
there
it's-
drinking some
It's
cold
not
beer.
cold as shit, but it is very comfortable out.
Yeah, that and that'll probably save on your house unit running too, where you ain't got
Oh,
that heat
you-
right against the kitchen window.
You
If
never
it's-
notice it. The house, I mean, that house for being over 100 years old is so well insulated. And then that back porch is so well insulated. It was a fucking oven when it gets hot.
Yeah.
But it only took maybe an hour and a half to cool it off.
No shit.
Yeah, it wasn't bad at all.
That's cool.
So
What are you sitting over there smiling about?
Nothing.
Oh, what was you wanting?
you
to
don't want to hire me to do carpentry work. I'm just going to tell you that flat out.
I mean,
Jen-
Too serious.
Gina asked me, she goes, why don't you just take that down to your dad? You got a skill saw down or the table saws. First up, I hate table saws. They scare the shit out of me because I watch people get fucked up on them. Second, that's a half mile away, and that basement is hot and muggy as fuck.
And I got a chainsaw.
Dad's got a lot of shit piled everywhere, so it's just not worth it. And I have a chainsaw.
Yeah.
I
Did you see
mean,
that attachment you can buy for skill saws though? It's a chainsaw attachment for a skill saw.
Shit.
really.
No, I got a drill chainsaw. My little one. That little son bitch is bad.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
I walk around feel like fucking Hacksaw Jim Duggan. I can cut all my little limbs off on my deer stands and clear my shooting lanes, and I don't have to carry that heavy ass chainsaw back there.
I'm out there. I got my father-in-law's old reliable 009 steel.
Hell yes.
That's the most reliable saw I have.
Hell yes, it is. Shut
Oh,
the
that is
front fucking door.
Badass.
That's like for milling lumber. You could cut a log laying on its side and make
And
lumber out of it.
DeWalt makes a deal too, where you're like cordless.
Yeah, that's what mine is.
You just unscrew the thing, you attach it, and then it
Shit.
fucking you just put the chain on, and it just
Wonder if it'd fit on a Ryobi, because I got a Ryobi
I'm
battery.
sure
steel
it's
it's all
side.
the fucking
anything.
same.
Yeah, I might
Fucking
have to have one of them.
Ryobi users, you broke bitches.
Hey, I'm just saying. I already had 13.
It was cheap.
I already had 13 batteries
I'm
because
just
of all
saying,
my old
just
drills
saying.
and impacts. So when I bought my fucking weed eater and my leaf
It's all
blower
made
are
by the-
Ryobi. Everything is
You have a
Ryobi.
battery powered weed eater.
Fuck yeah, it's the shit.
Oh.
It's got a 20 volt dual lithium. And the head, you just push a button and it turns up like this, and it's got a little wheel on it. Even though I don't have any edging I need to do, but you can edge with it too. You don't have to bump it on the ground, advance the string. It's got a deal on the trigger. So if you're, I'm telling you, it's fancy as fuck.
I just go.
If you need more string, you don't even have to bump it. You just hit the little button and it goes. You hear it go.
I just go get the Steel Series weed eater and just.
You pay all that money for it.
My weed
I
eater.
don't pay shit. it
My
ain't mine.
weed eater is liquid.
Liquid.
I used it one time. That shit
Oh.
don't grow back no
Oh.
more.
I'm not gonna lie.
RM34
I'm not gonna lie. I may have. Well, mine's my RM43,
or whatever it is.
but I did the same thing. All around the deck, all around everything. I was
I
like,
do that around my
I had it all
house.
mixed up, and I was spraying weeds on the food plot. I'm like, watch this shit.
Around my house.
Never
and
gonna
my
have to
back
weed eat
patio,
around the
yeah.
house again. I stayed away from my flowers because I figured if with that wind blowing, if any of it got on the flowers, they were done.
That shit has a hell of a drift
Yeah,
to it.
that's why I was like, I stayed away from all my flowers, but everything else, ain't weed eating again this year. By the time that shit's done, I'm gonna have like 12 inches.
That's not
Right.
well.
Come on now.
12 inches.
Yeah, I'm gonna have 12 inches of dead shit around the edge of everything. That's why I was like 12.
That's
12
like 2
inches.
foot.
Yeah, yeah. You know what they say? It's 12 inches. You just throw the hand up there for looks.
Hey.
It's all right it's in the wrist.
It may only be 3, but it smells like a foot.
God damn.
You heard about that guy, right? His wife got mad at him. She said, "You know, you can keep the finger in, but would you take the ring off?" And he goes, "Hell, that's my watch."
Oh.
Now, what was you wanting to talk about before you went and shook hands with a short friend?
Oh, just the whole bombing of Israel. Like, does that, like, I know, like, a lot of people say, like, that's God's country.
That is the Holy Land.
So, like, does that not...
Well, that's
since-
holy now.
Since you...
No,
I mean,
Iran's holy.
Yeah.
But he's talking about Israel.
Since, well, Iran bombed Israel.
That's why we
I'm
bombed
just saying,
Iran.
like, does that... For someone like you, who's more of the...
I'm just telling you right now, in the Bible, it says. It
Okay,
says that we are to have Israel's back.
I'm just going to say, on a religious standpoint of it, I am not Jewish.
Oh, hold on. Hold the fuck on. This video popped up on my fucking thing. Okay, so when we were golfing the other morning...
Jesus, we just had a
Hold the
squirrel
fuck
moment.
on. No. I just want you guys to fucking know. I contained myself.
While he was golfing, we were talking about Iran.
Hold on. So we were golfing. Okay, first off, we knew we were in the wrong area of golfing for us local guy, like, you know, backwoods guys.
You were in the wrong
Because
neighborhood.
the fucking golf carts had GPS on them, for one.
Hmm.
Two, if you got to be a certain spot, they would vibrate until you get back on the cart path. Mm-hmm. Well, across said road, we did not know we weren't
Where was
supposed
you
to
at?
be in
Top of
this-
the rock?
No, we were. It's called the Point in Branson.
Hmm.
This golf course that we didn't know we were supposed to be in this certain spot. We were trying to find Lucas's golf ball. Okay. This fucking douche rocket from across the road was like screaming at us and was like, "You guys are the fucking reason for yada yada fucking y'all." And all I fucking said was, "Colonel Sanders, get the fuck out of here and go make me some fucking chicken." Because
You got kicked off the course.
no.
Oh.
Because dude was wearing white hat, white top, black tie, white pants, golfing. Tell me that shit ain't Colonel Sanders.
No, that's Colonel Sanders.
Colonel Sanders went to the next hole right next to us from
And got
here
on
to
his
your kitchen.
GPS and ordered the original
He
recipe on
fucking
your
called
ass.
the fucking clubhouse
Oh.
and said, "These guys are fucking shit up." When we literally didn't. We did not. We were just trying to find a golf ball. The thing wasn't vibrating and saying, "Get back on the cart path." We weren't informed that there's this little symbol on there that has a fucking like cart with an X through it that you have to stay on the cart path, like you can't drive off of it on par threes.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to fight Colonel Sanders.
Something was wrong with his medulla oblongata, wasn't it? No, Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, no, like sorry that I
You're wrong.
wanted to talk about that on this show, and that I just was scrolling TikTok for a second while you two were talking.
And
about
you've seen
it.
something about Colonel Sanders?
No, I seen something about golfing, and it fucking clicked in my head that like
Oh.
fucking Colonel Sanders, that son of. And then
So,
the
so
funny
Happy
part-
Gilmore beats up Bob Barker. He
The-
beats up Colonel Sanders.
The fucking funny part was he was literally like we were putting on the green next to him teeing off, but he wouldn't look at us. After I fucking told him to shut the fuck up and go make me some chicken, he didn't say anything. He just, "They're being mean to me." And then
They took my herbs
that guy
and
come out there and
spices.
he's like, "Hey, we got to complain about y'all." He's like, "But I didn't tell you about the no cart path thing and yada 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 yada." And I'm like, "Oh, okay." He didn't bring up the go make me some fucking chicken, Colonel Sanders.
That's great.
That is great.
I mean, if you dress like the fucking guy,
I got to
fucking
be
the guy.
I got to be totally honest. I'd have told the son of a bitch I like Popeyes better.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're gonna make me some original recipe, make it good.
We need to
Yeah.
go golfing sometime.
I love it.
Jesus Christ.
Fucking
Said
love
nobody ever. The three
I
of us on a golf course, only thing that's
I
gonna...
have been golfing. I like golfing.
It's fun, isn't it?
I like to drink and
Yes.
drive the cart.
That's fine.
Well,
You
that
drink and
too.
drive.
I
I'll
even
swing
have-
the golf balls.
Okay, you swing at the golf balls. I'll drive the cart. I even have my
Have
own
you
clubs
guys
that
ever-
don't...
After
have you
enough
guys-
beer, you take a bag of big marshmallows with you, and you throw them out down the fairway as you go, and then you run over their ball when you find it. Damn, that got escalated quickly.
escalated
Sorry,
Have,
Lord.
have you never played polo out of a golf cart?
Oh.
No, but that sounds
No,
like
but I
fun.
have been kicked off of a course because I got rear-ended by said guys that were with me as we were going across this cool little bridge in Iola on that par 3 where you hit into the pond or
Mhm.
over the pond, and the green is like in the middle of the pond, and you drive this little bridge to it. Yeah, they hit me, and we rolled the cart off the bridge. They don't let you stay.
No, if no,
They
if,
help you pick the
if
cart
you-
up,
if
and then
you
they look
just-
at you and they say, "You drive this back to that shed." And I'm like, "Well, why? It's still fine." Yeah, but you're not. And they send you the
But if
fuck
you
home.
just ride in the golf cart and you just swing as you ride by the ball, you just keep trucking.
I like that.
We need
Yeah.
to go golfing.
Okay.
You fucking tell me when my golf clubs are
I
in the
gotta
fucking
get
car
golf
right now.
clubs. I ain't got no golf clubs.
You can use mine. I won't
You got
use
golf clubs?
Yeah, I got a badass set of Knights. They're in the shed. I got a leather golf bag that was made in 1974
It was
that is beautiful. Like it's a PGA leather hand stitched beautiful fucking bag. I know absolutely dick about the game. Other
I don't
than,
know shit about, but I can make
Wait,
some damn good shots.
other than
Can I
you-
look at
can't.
these golf clubs?
Yeah, they're Knights.
Oh, okay, good.
They're
good,
really
good,
nice.
good.
Motherfucker's gonna steal your clubs.
I'll give you $40.
No, come on.
$40.
I even have. Okay, so you.
All right, 65 and a
If
handy.
you remember back in the day,
Ooh, dry or wet?
if you remember back in the day, remember when Dunlop came out with the Goliath driver? Great big fucking head on it, and it had this blue Dunlop cover.
Give a shit what you say. There's nothing better than Big Bertha.
That's what I'm talking about.
That was,
Goliath.
that was my ex-girlfriend in high school.
Goliath was the prequel to Bertha.
No, they're not. They're two different companies.
Well, I have it.
Oh, hell yeah.
It's super cool. And then I have see, this is how much I
See,
know
all
about
you
golf.
do, here's what you do.
I pull it out,
All
and the
you
guys are like,
do-
"You have a 3-wood?" I'm like, "Yeah."
all you
what
do
does that
is
mean?
you put them on the back of your golf cart. You grab you a fucking 12-pack.
Yeah, exactly.
And you
That's what I
fucking
do every
ride
time.
around with us.
That's what I do every time.
Just ride around with us.
I will,
Okay.
but I'm not gonna swing a club. I
You
mean,
don't
I can
fucking
crush
have
them.
to.
I can crush them off the tee. If we go to Top Golf, you'll be like, "God damn, miss him. We gotta go swing."
I think we should do that.
I just can't aim the
Top
motherfucker.
Golf?
I love
Yeah,
Top
that's
Golf.
fun as shit.
I
Never been
love
there.
Top Golf.
It's fun as shit.
So you go there, you just hit on a bay. You have to pay per hour.
and you just
And
crush them
you
off
can
the
drink
tee.
beer. You can eat food. They'll bring it to you.
There's
You
targets.
order, yeah, and then there's games you play. You can hit the targets. You can just swing away.
We don't play the games though.
Yeah.
My game is, can you hit the back fence? And I can.
Now
There's
you
a
go.
trough along the back fence, and if you get it in there, you get lots of points on that one game.
But yeah,
The
it's
other
a pretty
ones,
fun time.
it's like this target over here, you got to hit ring number 2, and this target over here, and I'm like, I can't fucking do that. I can't aim this shit. I can just hit it really fucking hard and be like, wonder where that went.
Golf is very fun. So we did golf
No,
this
I
weekend,
wouldn't, I
and
wouldn't really say that.
there was a
it's
weird-
entertaining.
it was the first time of my life I've ever teed off, and I couldn't see over the hill.
Oh,
So like at the top, so of said
Big
hill
hole.
from here to your road.
Deal 7.
Imagine it's uphill.
What,
No.
I think it's 9.
It's
Isn't it?
4. It's 4. But uphill,
Yeah, it's a fucking number. I know
there
it
is a
goes.
fucking pole in the middle of that fairway that says you have to aim here to go over the hill. Like it.
So
like,
it's even idiot proof. You don't even have to know where the hole's at. You just
Yeah.
aim for that.
so like but you hit straight up
What is it? A par what?
5. So
Oh.
it's driver off the tee box.
I love it.
And
Mine's always driver.
when you
off the
hit
tee
it,
box.
no, like here's the funny part is like when you hit it, you watch your ball disappear. You don't know where it went. You're like, well, it went straight for a minute.
Yeah, I
and then
could
you-
have dog-legged
and-
off as
and-
top
and
of
then
the hill.
The funny part was when you there's hole 7 and hole 18 are right here.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't know because it was black, blue, and then around up here was white and then red.
That's some racist shit.
And then over here was white and then red, and blue was way up top.
Mm-hmm.
So we thought, oh, it's over here. You just go over here and you hit up that way. Like black and blue, you hit way over this way. Well, we went to 18
T-box?
and teed off thinking it was 7.
Oh, shit. And you wonder why Colonel Sanders was calling fucking security. He's
so-
like, these fucking rednecks should
After
not
we
be
figured
here.
it out, we went back to hole 7, went around and up and shit and figured it out. Well, then funny part was we got to hole 18 actually the right way.
Isn't there
Hole
a
eight-
fucking map?
Kind of.
Hmm.
kind of.
Kind of.
There's
And
a
so we got
cart
the hole
path.
18 the normal way. So from the whites you hit over there's a pond from me to probably that window right there.
Mhm.
And
Do
it's
me a favor.
well, yeah.
Don't say from the whites with your arm up like that anymore.
From the whites.
He kept saying from the whites and his arm was up. I was like, we don't
so
Iranians are pissed.
it's a rock fucking wall up and then goes to the grass. And I hit it, it went up. It didn't go straight, but it went up and over. Kind of like Shay.
Yeah.
And then my dad hit it, it went straight. Pukish fucking crushed it. I don't know how he did. His golf sets probably back when your grandpa was a kid.
That's right.
He
That's right.
refuses to fucking use them. He refuses to upgrade.
I have a set at mom and dad's that have wood shafts.
And he so then Jake, oh god, he's probably the most consistent golfer of all of us. Hit this motherfucker and it hit the rock wall and
Oh.
shot right fucking back.
Oh.
And, about made it to us, but it went toomp, thump, right in the fucking water. And Jay goes, 2 more fucking feet and I got my ball back.
I'll take a mulligan. We're gonna start
And
this
then
all
he
over.
hit it again, and it hit the fucking tip of the rock and shot up and went over. And Jake goes, "Hell yeah!"
Yeah.
Like
We're gonna forget about that first one. This is
the
good.
sad thing is my first ball. I was trying to do a rock skipping competition. I got 4 skips out of that ball
Before it went plunk?
Before it went thump and went in the water. And I'm just trying to practice. You know, I'm just trying
Yeah.
to get my practice in.
Yeah.
But you know, I fucking suck. I'm not a professional golfer by no means.
Well,
Well, I look like I
If
am.
we do decide to go golfing and we do make that a thing and we'll record some shorts or whatever for the podcast, I need to know a weekend ahead of time
Why?
because I'm gonna order some balls.
Bro, my brother ordered a
And
stamp.
we're gonna play
The ones
roulette.
with the 22 shells.
The ones that go boom. Yeah, we're gonna play roulette
Jake
and
has
find.
found
And you
out
don't know.
you
You
can-
just tee off.
Jake has found out you can order stamps for your balls. You can like stamp them like how
Oh, I've
some
had my
people-
ball stamped forever.
Well, like you know how some people write their like initials on their golf balls.
oh
like,
yeah,
find
you're
them?
talking about golf balls.
Get
yeah.
one that says
Jake-
rectal use only.
No, Jake found this fucking stamp that's people fucking. So he loses balls on purpose. So when they find him, I will say, his golf course was very narrow. Like it was narrow fairways,
Mhm.
and you got condos on all sides.
Oh,
I'd
I will
have
say
broke some
I'm
glass.
proud of us because
no.
I will say I'm proud of us because I hit a fence. I hit a privacy fence. Not gonna lie about it.
I would have had some windows.
Lucas smoked a house. We never went and looked. Lucas smoked somebody's fucking patio. We never went and
Oh.
looked.
I can-
Earl,
I can-
my dad, smoked a fence. We never. Well, we found that ball because it hit the fucking thing and shut off. We found that ball. Jake didn't hit shit. Proud of us. I feel bad about that fucking house Lucas smoked because we were probably. It was a par 4 and Lucas drove off that fucking thing and he crushed it and all I heard was, whap. And Earl goes, "Are you gonna go get it?" And I said, "Fuck no, we ain't."
Get in the car.
Get in the car. We gotta go.
Get in the car.
I'm
That
just
wasn't an
saying,
egg.
if I lived on a golf course, I'm building a brick home or a
Oh, no.
stone house.
I'm gonna sit out there at the 12 gauge every day, shoot
Pull.
balls as they come.
Yeah,
flying.
No,
I'm gonna be on.
I'm
I'm gonna be on a
just saying
patio
because-
screaming, "Pull!"
Because like when Pukas hits a ball, he fucking Happy Gilmore swings that bitch. So it's coming out of there Mach 2.
I'm just gonna say, if we
I'm
go to
pretty
Top
sure
Golf, I
if
can
it-
do that.
If it hit a fucking house, it's putting a basketball-sized hole in that siding.
I
Why
could-
would you put siding on your golf home?
Oh.
I would be putting brick because it's gonna bounce off those brick. You know,
I
it's
got to be
ting.
honest. The bigger question is why would you live on a fucking golf course?
Nah, I mean, yeah, true. Yeah, true.
He said,
Yeah.
"Okay."
I mean, I'd probably rather have a lake house than anything else. I mean, like,
Yeah, no, I'd like to have one in the middle of nowhere.
I'd like to have a lake house. You walk outside during the summertime and see a bunch of naked bitches on their balcony,
And the
on their
water
dock.
all choppy and your dock's about to fall off the walkway because these assholes are skiing right by it. Yeah, no, it doesn't sound appealing at all.
You gotta live in the no wake zone.
No, you got to live on the top of a mountain with a gravel driveway and people just can't come up there. I like that.
I like that too, but I'm just saying, like, if I want to go to the lake,
I'll buy a freaking cattle tank and put a pool in my backyard.
you're not gonna have a bunch of naked bitches in your cattle tank.
But I could have one.
You
and
get
that's
them at the
enough.
right spot, you will.
That's right. cost a bunch of money.
It may not have all the teeth, but
And cost a bunch of money.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. I have a bunch of crack cocaine in my car.
We had when we lived in town, it was funny as hell. It was a hot sumbitch this summer. I went and got the water trough from Dad's.
Oh,
Yeah, but those aren't bad till they get hot.
Oh, it was wonderful because it's underneath the big old shade tree.
Straight out the garden
Oh,
hose.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'd come right home in the evenings, jump in that sumbitch. I'd set a pair of underwear over the side, make it look like I was naked in it.
See, that would be too bad. But like,
That'd be great.
I've seen people buy those
Amazing.
things and put them outside their house as pools, and I'm like, that tank's hotter than fuck.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like, and they're like, well, I have a little pump circulating water. That doesn't matter. That metal fucking tank is hot. It's
That's
a
why.
hot tub.
That's why when you go and go to the gas station, you buy a bag of ice for your cooler, and you buy a bag of ice for your cattle tank, and you just throw it in there. You let it all melt out, and you jump into something. Bitch, you're good to go.
I need a cattle tank.
I know, I do too.
I put it underneath the fucking carport, make Gina park out there in the gravel.
You know where my because I mean, if you got a cattle tank, you can chunky dunk it. It's like skinny dipping, only for fat people. But right there where my deck stops and goes to the patio, I got that little cutout. I think it'd be perfect. To
well, you
just
got
put
a hot tub out there you can fill up. And
Oh,
leave cold.
that's about to leave
Why?
because it doesn't work.
He tried to get me
Okay,
to
then you
fucking
have a
take it.
little pool with chairs in it.
Yeah, but it takes up my whole fucking patio. I hate it.
Oh.
I never wanted it to begin with.
Oh.
And I found a guy that's going to come get it for free, 99, and
Oh,
get it
yeah?
the fuck out of here. But I'm thinking a cattle
You
tank
could just
down
light
there,
it on fire.
right next to. Now burn my fucking house down. He's
Okay.
going to come get it.
We just push it off the patio and then light it
Oh,
on
it's
fire.
heavier than you think at pushing. Just pushing.
Don't you have a tractor?
Yeah, I'm just going to shit one of those out real quick. No.
Don't you have a lawnmower?
Yeah.
You got
It's
it.
a push mower.
You got an F-150.
I do.
It
just-
wasn't shitty.
Tie a rope around it, pull it off. We'll light it on fire, and we'll have a bonfire.
I got a guy coming to pick it up.
the bonfire idea. Sounded kind of cool.
I mean, we're going to have plenty of bonfires. Did you not see those brush piles?
Yeah.
I have 5 brush piles that are over 12 foot tall.
Okay.
So pick a weekend whenever you're bored. Bring the beer. We'll set the lawn chairs
Are
up,
we
and
fucking
we got all
sending
kinds.
smoke signals to China.
Yeah. No warning signals. Fuck around and find out. What are you looking up?
Oh, I've been trying to get through producers' website. They got them big plastic troughs, and I want.
Producers?
Yeah,
Like the co-op?
yeah. You know we got one in Fort Scott now.
Shut up. Where?
Out there on South 69, where the tractor place used to be, and they used to sell the firewood, just past KDOT.
Really?
Yeah.
That metal building? That big
Yeah.
one? That's a producers now?
That is producers.
Since when? How long has it been open?
Oh, only about probably 4 or 5 months.
Really?
You mean that
Well, I'd
wasted
say
fucking
probably about
space
3
out there?
months. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus. They
They're
built
getting
that
ready to do
massive
fertilizer and
fucking-
stuff.
That's where
like that.
Homestead
They-
Housing used to be.
They
The trailer selling company.
Yeah, they built that massive fucking building. Then it just
And just sit.
just sat there.
Well, that's cool as shit.
They were doing firewood there for what, a season?
Yeah.
And then it said it was a tractor sales place after that, and it said vacant, and yeah,
So
There's now
they
producers
got everything.
they got pretty much everything.
I have to go check it out. That may suck for Tractor Supply.
Fuck Tractor Supply.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It may suck for Tractor Supply though, because I usually have to go there because they're the only one in town that's got that kind of
Yeah,
shit.
but don't you get a discount there though?
Where?
Tractor Supply.
I don't know. I just always put it on mom and dad's account. They get a discount. I don't
I
get
just
shit.
meant because your nephew. Could you
No,
just
he don't work there
call-
anymore.
Oh,
No, he don't work there anymore.
Okay.
I-
Fuck
and I
that
did-
place.
I did get a great discount when Dylan worked there. That's how I got my Father's Day gift. He worked there and he got his discount, so he bought me that big ass gun safe. It takes up my whole fucking closet.
Nice.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. But no, I'm gonna have to go check producers out.
They're pretty good, pretty cool.
And they do have cattle tanks.
Yes, they do. Big blue ones.
Plastic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that even better. I don't have to worry about the galvanized rusting.
There you go, big poly tank.
That's gonna happen.
I'm gonna buy a swimming pool.
Like pretty fucking soon. No. Them swimming pools are paper thin, and all it takes is the wrong asshole to get drunk, and you're in a
I'm not-
waterfall instead
I'm,
of a pool.
I'm not allowing you two in my swimming pool. But
Well,
like,
I'm not allowing you in my
Oh,
fucking
come
fancy
on.
cattle tank thing.
I might wear pants.
that's why I have children, Tom.
That's why I
We'll
live
wait
on.
till they're at school.
See, that's why I live on a dead end road. If I put a fucking cattle tank out here, you know how many naked baths I'm going to take in that thing?
That's why I'll never swim in it. I'm not swimming in your bathwater. I'm sorry. Sorry. I'll be doing my own test strips. Like,
Yeah,
hell
Cody, go to get
That
in.
one,
Why is
that
there
says
soap suds?
nuts.
Why is there soap suds in here? If
Bro,
it
there's-
was only soap.
bro, I checked your I checked your filter. There's pubes everywhere.
Because he sticks his wiener in the suction hose.
Oh, that's a thought.
Oh,
Yeah,
God.
you realize if you bought those, you just have to hook up a pump to it.
Not technically, no, you don't.
No, you
It's
just pull the
just gonna
plug,
get
drain it
kinda-
out, and refill
yeah.
it.
It's just gonna get a little.
Yeah. After about a week, it's gonna be
Yeah.
You just after a week, you just pull the plug, drain it, fill it back up,
Why waste all that water when you just buy a pool pump and then just circulate the water?
or just
Then you
buy
gotta
a
buy
jug of bleach
chemicals.
and pour in there every now and then and keep it killed.
And then that's why Goucher
He'll
dies of
come out
cancer.
fucking albino.
Yeah.
I mean, at least your skin won't.
You have one pretty little butthole. Is all I gotta say.
I've thought about that.
Ooh.
I would just go to Walmart and buy one of them cheap little pumps,
You'd be
and then
surprised.
you cut a hole and
You'd be surprised how many pools you get in that don't have chemicals in them. They just have bleach.
Yeah, I know. But I would rather,
See, we're-
even if you took a bath in it, as long as it was circulating the water.
Yeah.
We're gonna end up with a pool here probably pretty shortly.
I'm just gonna get.
Same.
Oh, dude, I could do
It's
that.
for the pigs, but it's still gonna be a pool.
Oh,
I could do
A
that.
little pool.
I could get one of those little aerators for a fish tank, and throw in the cattle tank. That's kind of like a pump, right?
no.
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 Not at all.
Yeah.
What about my leaf blower?
Oh my god. It has to.
I would try it.
I think it'd be cool. It'd be like
Make sure you plug it into the house when you do it.
it's battery operated. I can't.
Yeah, buy a new one
Why?
and make sure it's one you have to plug in. And just
Oh,
put that bitch right
oh.
in the pool.
Okay, so you wanted a toaster.
you-
You fucking did.
Yeah,
Wow.
put a flip flop on the plug-in so it floats.
See, it's fine. I have the plug-in inside of a pool noodle. Completely
You just
ocean
stand
proof.
every now and again. You go, what was that? Nothing.
Nothing. Hey, go flip the breaker. Our pump stopped. Why? I don't know.
Fucking mouse got the cord.
I feel like all that is all a leaf blower's gonna do is spin the water
gonna
in
be
circles.
bubbles.
So you're just
Well,
gonna
that's
have a
gonna
fucking,
circulate it.
That's not really no.
He's gonna get that deal he lays on me out in the middle. Whee!
Yeah. You get on a little floaty bed and hold the leaf blower like a jet motor, and then they just push you around the fucking pool.
A lot.
Tell me
faster
that
than
ain't
you want to.
ingenious.
They go like 200 mile an hour.
Boo, dude, I'm telling you.
You think we go out to the Port Scott Lake with the floaty and the leaf blower and see how far we make it down the lake?
I don't give a fuck what you
I'm
say.
game.
If I'm getting something like
My
that,
leaf blower is bad.
I'm going to Walmart. I'm buying a sandbox and I'm getting a fucking 50 horsepower Johnson fucking just
The
turn-
turtle sandbox.
and just yeah.
Oh, dude, do it. The green turtle sandbox, get in the middle of that bitch.
Hell no, I'm getting a little ship, the little pirate ship one.
I seen a guy with a
And I'm gonna wear a fucking pirate
Uh,
I
hat.
seen a guy with a
that
12 horse Evinrude on the back
the
of one.
rust-
Oh no, I'm
What's
getting like
that
a
dude's
fucking
name?
50 horse.
You
fucking,
can't. It won't float.
He's on
Watch me.
TikTok. It's Rusty something or other. He took one of those, cut it down, put a jet ski in it.
I saw that. That's bad as shit.
Oh, it's fucking
Left the little
awesome.
plastic steering wheel even.
Oh yeah, he made that work.
Yep, it's cool.
And they want to bomb the United States of America.
Yeah.
We come
We
up with
make our
great
own boats.
ideas.
Yeah,
you
we
know
can-
they're over there looking at us like the fuck is.
You
wrong with
realize
these
I could
people?"
make one of those and strap a shit ton of tannerite
telling
to
you.
it
Give me a shotgun shell, a paper clip, and some fucking Vaseline, and somebody's dying.
and- Probably
Yeah.
you, but it's okay.
Yeah, think about
where
that
are
for a
you
minute.
putting the
You got to
The
lube
paper
that shotgun
clip.
shell up
where, you-
before you insert it in an old
where,
towel
you,
head.
where are you putting the paper clip?
Well, I don't know yet. I haven't thought it into that far. I'm gonna MacGyver this shit.
And
You just
my
give me
thing
time.
is like, how are you gonna activate said shotgun shell with a paper clip?
I mean, it's a firing pin.
I don't think the paper
I
clip.
feel like that, but you're gonna have to have a little bit of pressure, and you got to hit that fucking.
Why
paper
do you
clip with
think
your
we
hand.
need the fucking Vaseline?
I'm scared.
Anyways, before we
Yeah,
let you
I'm
all- we'll see you at the end of
You
the
said you needed pressure.
Oh yeah, we're good. We're good.
Okay.
So we're gonna leave it on that. Now figure out what you can do with a shotgun shell, a firing pin, and
No,
No,
not a
paper
firing
clip.
pin.
Or a
Shotgun
paper
shell,
clip.
a paper clip, and some Vaseline.
Anyways, future schedule.
Put it
Next
in the
weekend,
comments.
4th of July, right? Next
Oh,
week.
No, we
No.
got another. Like
So we have
2
another
weeks.
week. Okay.
Yeah.
2 weeks.
Yeah.
Week after 4th of July, trap shoot.
oh, it
Okay.
is.
That weekend,
Oh,
we'll
sweet.
be doing that.
Okay. I might actually shoot in it this time.
I don't know why you wouldn't. It's $20.
Because $20 is not $20. You
It
found
goes
that
to
out this
fucking
weekend.
charity.
I spent more than that just on the
Hey,
auction.
where's
And
she
t-shirts.
dancing this year?
Oh wait, what'd you buy from the auction?
I didn't. I just put money down,
We
And
bought
then-
chances on.
and then I bought chances on some
gun.
raffle,
Oh yeah.
and then I bought a
something else.
T-shirt.
Yeah.
I just did it to do it. I don't
Yeah.
really give a shit about winning no fucking trophy or no.
Are you gonna take the bull?
Oh,
pup?
I think
I
I'm
don't
gonna-
have to shoot to win said trophies.
I got a question. How do they feel about us bringing coolers?
with alcohol.
Yeah.
As long as you're responsible, they're fine.
Okay, cool.
And if I bring
Like,
the buggy,
like if you bring that koozie right there, you're fine. Just don't get fucking turned.
Oh, I won't.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
and if I bring the buggy, can we have upfront parking?
No. I'm gonna bring my fucking canopies and shit. I have 2 canopies.
I got a canopy too. I could bring
So
it.
I mean, like,
I
you
got a
just
If
bring
screen.
I
it on-
bring my buggy, can I have upfront parking with the
No.
canopy?
No, you have to fucking park with the cars, Tom.
It's not a car, it's a buggy.
It doesn't matter. You will be fine.
But I do think that the buggy is a better plan than the truck like we did last year.
Wasn't it?
That's a long
We
fucking
took the
ride in a
truck
buggy.
last year. No.
I've
We
done
were
up like 150 miles in a day.
we
on the
road tripped
buggy.
past Bourbon Island
No,
Lake
I
and all
understand
kinds
that
of
part,
shit.
but like, I don't know. You do whatever the fuck.
That's
you want.
not that far.
No.
We love you guys. We'll see you on the next one.
Bye, Felicia.
Bye.